Hi everyone, I'm Bakhtawar. I review books and, I make sort of literary content. I think everyone that has watched my previous videos might be sick of my book hauls by now because I have bought an obscene amount of books ever since the lockdown started, and this haul it still doesn't conclude all of them. There's another batch which I didn't know how to... Well, I haven't filmed that because I didn't know what context those books would fall into. They were kind of an odd bunch. Anyway, one second please. So these are the books. I ordered one book from Liberty Books and the rest from Readings. I saved the packages for the purpose of this video actually. Many of these books, they've actually been with me 3 weeks or more. I update my Instagram more regularly. Make sure that you're following me there. I think some of them have already been photographed. It is easier to photograph the books than to make videos, I assure you. One second. Let me put this down. So yeah, let's start with the Readings pile, I suppose. I don't even remember which sale this was, but or maybe it wasn't a sale. I think some of them were just had a bit off the price, and some of them were just like full price or whatever. Let's start with the first one. This is Mother Night by Kurt Vonnegut. Now Kurt Vonnegut, I will admit I saw a video. I think it was called something like Why You Should Read Vonnegut or something like that, and I had never read anything from Kurt Vonnegut. I know that he is most famous for Slaughterhouse-Five, which is a novel that he wrote, which I've looked everywhere for and it's not really available in Pakistan, and in fact there wasn't a good selection of his works available. This one I found on Reading, so I picked it up. I don't know too much about it. I think it's about this Nazi propagandist under Goebbels who goes to prison and has a typewriter in the prison, and I don't know what else he does. I haven't started reading it yet, but I'm really looking forward to it, and yeah, I might review that. Then we have John Steinbeck's Of Mice and Men. This is really famous. It's a novella. John Steinbeck is one of the greatest authors of American literature, of generally Western literature, I believe. And he also won the Nobel Prize, if I'm not wrong. And he also wrote Grapes of Wrath, which I also have not read. And I feel really uneducated saying that. Hurts me. I'm going to pick that up and read it. Definitely will read this first. This is published by Ilka Publications. You know, they sort of do republications of famous works. So this is really good. Then we have The Frolic of the Beasts by Yukio Mishima. You may know of him. He is one of the greatest writers that Japan has ever produced, and he trained as a samurai, funnily enough. Who used to watch Samurai Jack as a kid? I love that. Anyway, so he trained as a samurai, and he actually even staged a military coup in his country which failed, and later he committed ritual suicide. It's called seppuku, which I believe it's pronounced seppuku. It's when you disembowel yourself because you have dishonored the samurai code of honor. And apparently that's how he died, and he wrote a number of amazing... I think he's most famous for Confessions of a Mask, which again I couldn't find in any store. This is the one. I've never read anything from him before, so I found this. I ordered it, I picked it up. Again, I still have to read it. So I was grateful of whatever I could find. I have a whole list actually, can you imagine? I have a whole list of books that I've not been able to find in Pakistan, which I'm hoping to get from abroad, have somebody bring them over if possible. I think Readings does an order import service. I've never tried it. If anyone's tried it, please leave your experience in the comments below. I know that Book Depository doesn't deliver in Pakistan, so that's sad. Anyway, the next one is The Lost Art of Reading, Why Books Matter in a Distracted Time by David L. Ulin, who is a literary critic who writes for Los Angeles Times and a bunch of other newspapers. This person, of course, I'd never heard of him before, but I really found the title interesting, and when I read it, I learned a lot. Also, I learned that... Did you know that before the invention of the printing press, it actually was like only, you know, the aristocratic and only the richer people could afford books, because obviously books had to be copied and bound by hand, and you couldn't, like, obviously there was no printing press, so they had to be, so they were very, very expensive, and they were kind of out of reach for the common people. So when the printing press was invented and books started getting printed, you know, in greater numbers, they became more accessible to the general public, hence allowing the general public to engage in a better level of education, so to speak. And now books are available everywhere for very little money, and uh, a lot of people I find don't pick them up. That's such a shame. They don't know how privileged they are. I find that a successful person is one, I'm speaking like a really old person now, but I find that successful people are the ones who focus on what's in their hands. They focus on what they actually can change and improve in themselves and in their life, and that's how they succeed in life. Because it's very easy to look at the opportunities and privileges that others have, but it's very difficult to spin hay into gold, as Rumpelstiltskin does. Who used to read Rumpelstiltskin as a kid? It's a fairy tale. I loved it. Anyway, then we have What by Mark Kurlansky. This is a really short. It's the 20 most important questions in human history of philosophy and stuff, and it was very short and fun to read. Although I don't know why I picked this up. Maybe my newfound taste for philosophy. I don't know. Easy read, that one. Then we have Daddy's Boy by Shandana Minhas. Shandana Minhas is a Pakistani author. She is also the founder of Mongrel Books, which is a publisher, a Karachi-based publisher, a publishing company rather. Anyway, so she's written, I believe, 2 other novels and a novella, and the novella came after this. It's called Rufina. So I'm really looking forward to reading this. I mean, it's so beautiful. It's a hardback. I really love I love when paper is kind of, artificially aged like this. Does that make any sense? So it kind of looks old when it isn't. I'm really looking forward to reading this and potentially reviewing it. Then we have The Plague by Albert Camus. Sometime last year or quite a few months ago, I read The Fall by Albert Camus, and I also reviewed it. I'll leave it linked in the description. So this is The Plague. Also, it was also published as La Peste originally. So this is obviously the English translation. And of course, a lot of conversation everywhere on Bookstagram and on BookTube has been revolving around The Plague by Albert Camus, because people are in quarantine inside and the plague has hit and they're trapped inside their homes, and we can relate to that. And the rest, I don't actually know what happens in it, so I'm looking forward to reading it. But yeah, I found that it was a fitting read with what's happening. Then by Liberty Books, I got Saints and Charlatans by Sarim Beg, who is a first-time author. I think this is his first book that he's ever published. It's a collection of short stories. I've not read any of them, but I'm really looking forward to. I'll read the short bio that's at the back. Sarim Beg is a teacher of computer science, a cat lover, a space enthusiast, and a story writer of rare talent. Saints and Charlatans is his first book, so I'm really looking forward to it. I read part of one story. Sometimes I have to control myself because I have an urge to read everything that I have bought, and often it's like it's a large number of books, and then that means that you don't end up finishing any one because you start a lot of them at the same time. So I try to control myself, but I am going to read this sometime in the next few days. I'm going to try, and it seems very interesting. The part that I read was very funny. Looking forward to this. This is for sale in Pakistan only, it says on the back. It's published by Mongrel Books, the same Mongrel Books that Shandana Minhas owns. So really looking forward to reading all of these books. If there's any books that you'd like me to buy and review, you can leave them in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. I hope that you're all taking care of yourself, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.